Sorry about that. Y'all saw nothing but a starting soon screen, but we're here. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Chasers podcast. It's the Chasers Rewind Live. It's Monday here, March the 10th, 2025. Man, we're coming to you live and direct here on the 7 o'clock p.m. Talk about all that's happening in sports here this past weekend, man. So we're here to get it on, man. I was told that I got 25 minutes to get it on, get it through. Let's start with D-Dubs. D-Dubs, what's up? How are you tonight, sir?
What up? What up, man? Yeah, I'm looking for my super producer, man, because
I mean, you're free. Feel free.
yeah. We gotta go get our super producer. We gotta save him.
I tried something new tonight, and obviously it didn't work. So,
Yeah.
Start stuttering.
Yeah. It's all good, man. We'll be all right.
Yeah, cool.
What up, fam? How's everything? Monday night.
Monday night, the Chasers Rewind Live. We good. E, what's happening, man? How are you tonight, sir?
Yo, what's going on? Chasers, we back in the building. Monday night rewind. Let's go. Hey, Auntie.
Yep. Shout out to Mom. She's in the chat. Make sure you click, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the bells for all the notifications. And on the podcast side, you give us that five-star review. DA, what's up tonight, sir? How are you?
Be a father.
Be a father. Be a father. Be a father.
Yo,
this guy started already, man.
Be a father.
Hey, get okay.
Be a father. Before we go to being a father, hey, I'm wearing this new swag. This is from the new website from 1-800 T-shirts that we have incorporated and we have partnered with. This is one of the hats here, so you'll be seeing that. So yeah, so look out for it. Make sure you go, check us out. If you want to rep us,
yeah,
man, go to our website, man, and go rep the Sports Chasers, man. Getting this nice gear. There's some other stuff. There's some windbreakers on there, women totes for the ladies, all good stuff, man. So make sure you check us out, man. So I don't see somebody was supposed to join us tonight, but they're not going to join us tonight. I knew they wasn't going to join us in reference to DA saying being a father. Be a father. You know what? Since we're starting, we might as well just dive into it, man. So basically, over the weekend. Well, this past Thursday night, the Knicks and the Lakers, they played a great game. I thought they was playing defense. There was some flops in there. But nonetheless, they, played, well, they played a good game. Right. And then afterwards, you've seen LeBron James. He approaches Stephen A. Smith, who y'all know he works for First Take on ESPN. And looks like they had some conversations, and according to the conversation, it looks like, LeBron was saying, yo, man, don't be talking about my son. And that has drawn ire of people's, opinions throughout this whole weekend. And, of course, ours. And I'll give mine here in a second. But, people that, people that rocks with LeBron, Team LeBron, oh, man, that was great. He told him off, yeah, keep your son's name in my mouth, keep Bronny's name in my mouth. And, those that have sense, and I said it, those that have sense said, I thought Bronny Jr. signed an $8 million contract to play for the Lakers. He's fair game. And we're part of the media now, and I don't think nobody on here, I know nobody's here.
Play better.
Play better. That's it. Play better. That's it. And Stephen A. Smith, I don't rock with him as always, but he was right in this instance. He's been reporting on what's going on with the Lakers and Bronny Jr. or whatever the case may be. So I don't understand how people or how it's just what it is. But now we're setting this precedent where we can't talk about, it just seems like we can't talk about anybody.
That started a long time ago, that whole term hating. See, that's when it happened back in that hip hop 90s thing. So
you can hate me now.
As soon as you disagree with somebody, you're a hater. You're a hater. So now you can't say nothing, and they cancel you because you're a hater. My thing is, you play the sport. Your son plays whatever it is, whatever the situation is. As long as I'm not talking about anything personal about that boy and his personal life or anything else, then if I can say, yo, he got to stop missing layups. You gonna put me in jail for saying he got to stop missing layups? Maybe he got to stop missing layups. Maybe it's that simple. That's it. And if you want me to stop talking about you missing layups, you know what you got to do? Make your layups.
One or two things: get better, as you say, or don't play.
It's really that simple. I don't understand what we're talking about.
And what really is disturbing is like I said earlier, man. Like lately you can't say anything, and if you're part of the meeting, and like DA just said, you're reporting what's on the court, the field, the ice, all that stuff. It's fair game. I don't know. D-Dubs, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, again, I just don't know what are we talking about, and not to mention that Stephen A. said everything as you can. It wasn't an attack. It wasn't an attack on your fatherhood. It was an attack on what you're doing as as what you're doing. You set your son up for failure, and
100%.
and we've been saying that from not only Stephen A. I mean, us here, a lot of people have been saying you're setting him up. I mean, let him play in the G League and forget about it. Let him do his thing. But no, you ran off and said that he's better than most of the NBA, or if not the entire NBA before he got to the league.
Say that again. My something wrong with my earphone.
Yeah. He said it. Not me, not D-Dubs, not Kev, not D, not E. He said that. He said that his son is better than most of the players in the NBA. So, I don't know what this guy wants, but I told y'all from a long time ago, I'm sick of this guy. It's time for him to pack it up and get him out of there. But, when I was saying it, what they said, D? Oh, you're a hater.
Yeah, you got canceled.
You're a hater.
Daryl should be canceled.
Yeah. Not that this guy who came into the league, and, this guy used to play with a little bit of joy, and then you see him over the years he's gotten like this thick callus on him, and he plays the game. He's still 40 years old, still flopping around the court. I mean, come on, dog. I'm tired of him, man. All he's doing, he's never going to surpass the ghost. Stop. We said this a long time ago. Stop with this. I'm not even having this conversation about some GOAT. People are late to the party. We've been saying this, but of course, we're not big enough yet to get that. But we will be.
Might be after this one.
And it's time for him to pack it up. It's time for us to be talking about SGA. It's time for us to be talking about Nikola Jokic.
Say it again.
It's time for us to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers and Spider Mitchell. It's time for us to be talking about these guys. We still talking about this tired LeBron James and Steph Curry. And meanwhile, I swear to God, for God that the finals, the NBA finals end up being the Cavaliers and OKC versus Boston. Either one, because it's just something that needs to happen. We need to stop, man. We need to, move on and move along.
But you know what they'll say?
We hate it. I'm a hater.
No, they'll say you're a hater, and the ratings. Oh my God, the ratings. But y'all tell me in one breath. The ratings don't mean anything. And then you say in another breath.
I can say what they do mean. It means no one's watching. That's statistically what ratings do.
Yeah.
That's it. No more, no less.
Right now, I'm like Kendrick Lamar. I'm peekaboo. I'm looking and in and out. I'm really, you know what I'm saying? Peekaboo. That's what I'm doing.
The angry one, what you got for us, man? I know we talked earlier, man. And, shout out to the angry one, man. Shout out to the angry one. First of all, I gotta give my man his flowers, man. This is all the angry one's doing. He planted the seed a long time ago. He told us when we was watching, these guys in the morning. I was like, I hate watching. He said, man, y'all need to turn the channel. And then a couple years ago, a couple years after that, we became the channel. Yeah, there you go, E.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, it's just
click.
Yeah.
Click.
Go ahead, E.
Yo, man, I ain't got much on this one. Yo, man, unless somebody can forward us verbatim what Stephen A. Smith said that had something to do with Bronny James Jr. off the court, that has nothing to do with the NBA or the sport of basketball, I don't know what we're talking about. I don't agree with Stephen A. much, but I am, again, until there's some other proof. I am 100% on his side on this one. We are only reporting on the sport of basketball when it comes to young Bronny James. If you all go to Twinbox on our website, it will tell you exactly what we've said about Bronny James Jr. We've all said that, hey, you set this young boy up for failure from the gate, saying this and saying that instead of him letting him go and get it on his own. But here we are. You know what I'm saying? We all hope that he succeeds
100%.
despite your achievements and things that you're trying to do in the back rooms and the boardrooms and all this other stuff. So that's all I got, man. I really, man, this climate that we're in, y'all so okay. No, we ain't been 30 minutes in yet. Y'all are so sensitive, B. Like, yo, man, people got to stop.
Super
bro.
sensitive.
Like, really, y'all really need to look in the mirror and judge yourself before you stop judging everybody else for not agreeing with your little itty bitty opinion. That's all it is. It's a little itty bitty opinion, and the World Wide Web has made it greater than what you think it is. So, with that being said, I again will say I hope Bronny James becomes great. I hope he's become as great as his daddy. I really do. I hope he don't move like his daddy, but I hope he becomes as great as his daddy.
Yeah.
But we will be here. The Sports Chase will be here to report for every layup, every 3-pointer you make, every 3-pointer you miss, every brick, everything that you do on that court. We are going to have something to say about it because that is the air that we are in. Thank you. Have a nice day.
100%, man. Unless, like I said, unless there's some kind of memo or memorandum coming down to all media personnel saying, hey, we can't, we're going to speak about it on what's on the court. Now, if you want some off the court stuff, then you might need to go to TMZ or whatever. And I'm not interested because I love sports. So I'm interested in what's going on in between the court, the ice, the baseball diamond, football field, so forth and so forth, man. So let me go to the news. And as I speak in the news, and this is a story just came out. In South Florida down here where I'm at, the Florida Panthers defenseman Aaron Ekblad has been suspended 20 games without pay for violating the NHL and NHL Players Association policy on performance-enhancing drugs. The league announced the ban Monday shortly thereafter in a statement released through the NHLPA. Ekblad said the news that he had failed a random drug test shocked him. He apologized for the error. Ultimately, I made a mistake by taking something to help me recover from the recent injuries without first checking with proper medical and team personnel. Ekblad said, I've let my teammates, the Panthers organization, our great fans down for that. I'm truly sorry. I've accepted responsibility for my mistake, and I will be fully prepared to return to my teammates when my suspension is over. I have learned a hard lesson and cannot wait to get back with my teammates. Ekblad, 29, missed 8 of 9 games during a stretch in January because of an undisclosed upper body injury. The defending Stanley Cup champion Panthers have 18 games left in the regular season. So Ekblad will miss the first 2 playoff games before being eligible to return. The number 1 pick in the 2014 draft, Ekblad had played his entire career with Florida. The Panthers acquired another right shooting defenseman, Seth Jones, before the trade deadline, though it was unclear when the teams learned Ekblad's positive test results and ensuing punishment. Under the terms of the collective bargaining agreement, a player first positive test results in a 20-game suspension, a second is 60 days, and the third triggers a lifetime ban. Ekblad is the first NHL player to be suspended for violating the league's PD policy since Nate Schmidt did it in 2018. Schmidt was with Vegas at the time, and now teammates with Ekblad on the Panthers. I'll give it to E. Thoughts on this gentleman, Ekblad, being suspended and NHL having 0.
What year is this? 2025.
Yeah.
2025.
Exactly.
Okay. How long have we been knowing about performance enhancing drugs and what to take and what not to take? Like, I don't understand why.
Decades.
And I'm not an athlete, so I don't know. I mean, I understand you trying to get back and help your team. I understand all of that. However, we've seen this across all these sports, all these different sports. When you get caught, you will get banned. And I didn't know. Oh, I didn't check. That's not a good excuse anymore. I'm sorry. This is not the first year that y'all came up with this. So you should be well aware and well equipped to see, hey, what is this? What's in his? You better ask what's in them little pills that you taking, or what's in that shot that you about to take in your vein. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The first thing out their mouth is, "Oh, I didn't know. I didn't." Come on. Where are you getting this from? Where you getting this from?
They know.
Where you getting it? Down the corner? Like, come on, B. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't got much. That's all I got. Yeah. I don't understand why we still doing this in 2025. That's all I got.
D-Dubs, go ahead. You looks like you're circling there.
Yeah. 20 games, man. As I think about this, man, and, you know, Eric says, you know, I didn't know that. You know, he's coming off. He had an injury, and this could be well timed, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you think about it, it's strategically, if you give me 20 games, if I need to get recovered, let me go through this. I don't know if this is a random. That is the only thing in play if this was just a random.
Right.
But if this is something that they do all the time, and he said, you know what, man, maybe I could do this. Take this stuff, get myself together. I got 20 games off to get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's without pay or, you know, it depends. But if it's worth it,
it's without pay, wasn't it?
If it's without pay, I don't know. He calculated. It could be a calculating thing, but you know,
the article doesn't say. Doesn't say, and this is from
we'll have to look that out.
NBC6 and
we have to look that up. But you know, I don't trust dudes no more, man. I don't know. You know, when it comes to this stuff, people, everybody do some weird things for some change up front or on the back end. So, yeah, you know, 20 game suspension, man. At this, like he says, 2025, you should know better. So, you know.
Yeah, definitely. D, what you got before we go on to the next story, sir? Not much.
He knew he got caught. That's all.
Yeah.
Right, because you know the collective. He's been in the league long enough, right? So
you know better.
Yeah. We'll definitely hear from Dan on Thursday more about this. Dan will chime in. So let me go to this next story here. Baseball. Gerrit Cole will undergo Tommy John surgery and miss the whole 2025 season. This is from Madison Williams of the Sports Illustrated. Gerrit Cole will officially miss the 2025 season as he will undergo Tommy John surgery on Tuesday to repair a torn right ulnar collateral ligament. Heartbreaking news for the pitcher and New York Yankee fans. The news came out Sunday that Cole was recommended to undergo Tommy John surgery, but he was going to get a second opinion before officially choosing to go that route. Cole has been dealing with elbow issues since last season when he missed more than 2 months of action and didn't make his season debut until mid-June last year. And around this time, he was diagnosed. Surgery. He was diagnosed with nerve irritation and edema, per ESPN Jorge Castillo. He especially felt discomfort during his second Yankee spring training start last Thursday, which caused him to be looked at in the first place. The ace missing the 2025 season and even possibly part of the 2026 season might create an issue for him while seeking an extension with the Yankees. Cole had opted out for his 4-year, $144 million deal this season, but he decided to remain on it while the two sides worked out an extension. He will earn $36 million each year through the year 2028. I'll give it to E. Thoughts on Gerrit Cole? He's gone for the season.
Yo, man, with all the moves that the Yankees made this year, it was all centered around Cole being back.
Mm-hmm.
And man, that's a major arm in that rotation. And I know we've still got other arms, but it ain't Cole. So, my outlook on the Yankees this year is I'll be rooting for the Mets. But man, I hope. Now, all jokes aside, though, I wish him the best, speedy recovery and all that stuff, man. See you next year. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, that's a heavy blow, but man, it is what it is, man.
Definitely
crazy.
Like you say, E, I'll say this: the Yankees made a couple of moves of getting other pitchers, but now Cole is gone for the year. That's your horse, that's your dog, and basically, along with pitcher, he was the one that got you to the World Series, right? So the Yankees' problem is they just getting to the World Series, right? Because they got to the World Series, and the Dodgers are going to do what they're going to do. They're going to just keep on, getting players on credit card, with their credit card limit. But no shade to them, but I guess it is. But the Yankees, I guess they're going to have to, make another move for. I'll give it to D-Dubs D-Dubs. Your thoughts on Gerrit Cole? He's gone for the season. It looks like. I mean, he is gone for the season.
Yeah, when I seen this, Eric put it in the chat. I seen this. I was like, wow.
Yep.
I was just shaking my head. I was like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I said, and then I'm trying to look at what the Yankees roster looking like after Gerrit Cole. I mean, JT Brubaker.
Yeah.
Max Fried. Somebody's gonna have to step up. Louis Gill, Carlos Rondon. He might be. I don't know how much faith we're gonna put in Rondon, Clark Schmidt,
and Marcus Stroman, who's been iffy at best.
Yeah, he's so sketchy that I'll be scared to walk down the block seeing him. I mean, he's sketchy.
I gotta say, start him on MLB The Show.
Yeah, Will Warren. I mean, dog. I don't know, man. They ain't gonna have to make if they trying to. I mean, we got Mark Leiter Jr. I mean, but he's a relief. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, you lost. That's a major blow. That's a major blow. So either guys step up. You can only hope that there's a young gunner somewhere that's going to step up and can have a phenomenal season. But
right,
Gerrit Cole is a big blow.
Definitely, man. DA, your thoughts on this, and then we'll move on to the NFL and their moves.
Baseball's corny, man. They got dudes having surgery before they even need the surgery, so you can't tell what's real and what's not real. And like I said, I know kids in high school that they tell them to get the surgery now so they don't have to get it later if they're a prospect. So we'll see. I mean, the Yankees had a lot bigger problems than that. My hope is that we get to where we got last year without him. Marcus Stroman was on the team last year and they didn't play him. He was there for the World Series. He wasn't hurt.
Yeah.
He wasn't hurt.
They didn't trust him.
And
sure, he was there. You're paying him. Trust him.
The funny thing is, I forgot about that. And
right,
you are correct. He was there, and this goes back to your man, Aaron Boone.
Yeah, I got nothing. Trust ain't got nothing to do with me, B. I'm paying you, so you may as well do what you're gonna do. Coach, I'm hurt. Yeah, well, me too. My feelings get hurt too. Get out there and pitch.
I mean, he played with Toronto for a long time. I mean, he pitched for them.
Hey,
he was good enough for them.
You're paying them. Get on out there. Get on out there. Bye. Go ahead. Go and get on out there.
I mean, that goes back to what we're saying. Somebody's gonna have to step up. And
yeah, that's all. Listen, man. A lot of times when teams do get good or finally turn it over, it's because of this. They get into a situation where
somebody else has to step up.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. It really is not a bad thing.
Yeah, it might be a blessing in the sky. So we'll see. We'll see.
Definitely. So let's move on here. I'll get that here in a second. Let me move on to the NFL, man. The NFL had a bunch of moves over the weekend and on today. Let me just start with some of the smaller moves. Von Miller, he got cut. Von Miller, one of the NFL's best pass rushers of his generation, is now in the open market, and he was released by the Bills on this past Sunday. CBS insider Jonathan Jones said the move officially announced by the Bills saved Buffalo $8.4 million in the cap. Miller, who turns 36 years old on March 26th, has just 6 sacks across the last 2 seasons, but he and the Bills are open to return on a new deal ahead of the 14th NFL season per NFL media. He signed a 6-year deal, $120 million deal with Buffalo in the 2022 offseason after helping lead the LA Rams to a Super Bowl title to conclude the 2021 season. I'll give it to the DA. Your thoughts on Von Miller? He's
old and it's time to go. That's it. He was
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think he was serviceable. I mean, I think they had like one really, really good year. They he had an okay year, the Super Bowl year with the Rams. You know, he's a good player. I mean, he didn't nothing that they paid for in Buffalo did they get. So nothing.
Right.
Nothing. He's been stealing from the time he got there. So that being said, he's had a good career. I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer and all the rest of that stuff. I'll let history tell the story. Hey man, walk on by. Walk on by.
D-Dubs, your thoughts on by
yeah, Von Miller. I mean, I'm not gonna go as far as DA, right? But Von Miller had a pretty decent career. He got cut. I mean, he played. I think he played well last year. I gotta check the stats, but he's a casualty, man. It's a cap casualty. So they had the Buffalo's, thinking about doing some other things. So shout out to Von Miller. Hopefully somebody pick him up. Somebody, a veteran or a team close, is probably going to look his way, maybe, or he might just say, hang it up, But we see this all the time in the game. It is what it is. It's business, and he got paid. He got a lot of money. He's done his thing, so he could ride off to the sunset and figure out what he's going to do next with his young self and his young career.
Okay, gotcha. E, what's your thoughts? And I'm gonna kind of maneuver a different way after E speaks. Go ahead, E.
I'm gonna just say, yo, man, after you paid Josh Allen what you paying him, you got to look around and see where we could save some money at. Oh, Von Miller, you ain't done a damn thing in these last 2 years since you've been here. It's time to get up out of here, buddy. Yeah. That's all it is, man. Man, it's a business, man. It happens. Man, Von Miller will get picked up. He'll get picked up by one of these veteran teams.
Maybe San Francisco,
Kansas City. There's a lot of movement going on. There's a lot of movement going on.
Him and Joey Bosa together.
These things happen. So when the dust settles and there's a team that's emerging, like how Philadelphia has been these last couple of years, or whoever, somebody will pick them up. I mean, but this is the thing. Oh, you young athletes, man, stop being one dimensional, man. Von Miller is a pass rusher, nothing more, nothing less. If he was a pass rusher, a cover linebacker, or something like that, if he had a little bit more, he would still be on the books. But you only do one job, and you didn't do that very good these last 2 years, so you're cut.
Yeah. Appreciate all.
I don't know what else to say.
I appreciate all that's in the chat. Thank you for chiming in tonight and looking in.
Yeah,
y'all. Thank y'all so much, man. Make sure y'all get us in the chat what you want to hear. What's your thoughts on some of the NFL moves and what we said on earlier when we first started out, man? Von Miller, DA, man, he put it so eloquently. He's old. I was like, yeah, DA, he's old. Let me go to the other Buffalo Bill, and this is from CBS Sports, also from Brian DeCardo. He says, Josh Allen, last August, Josh Allen exuded confidence when asked about his contract after so many other top-tier quarterbacks have surpassed his salary. Allen said then that his time would inevitably come when it came to get a new contract extension, and that's exactly what happened on Sunday after he and the Bills came to terms on a record-setting deal. Allen and the Bills agreed to a 6-year extension that will keep the superstar in Buffalo through the year 2030. The team announced Sunday Allen is receiving a $330 million contract that includes a record $250 million guaranteed, according to ESPN. I'll have to look at the sources on that again. The deal makes Allen the league's highest paid player, while Allen said still have 4 years and about $140 million left on his current contract. The Bills clearly thought that this was the time to reward the reigning league MVP. Allen, 28, won his first league MVP after leading the Bills to a 13-4 regular season record and a 5th consecutive AFC East title. Allen then led Buffalo to playoff wins over the Broncos, Ravens before the Bills fell to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Let me speak on this real quick. I'll speak on this. The NFL has definitely, they are paying on not what you've done, but they're paying on what you can do on potential, right?
What they want you to do.
Yeah, I want you to win the Super Bowl and get there to the.
But what has happened is, right, some of these guys, they don't, right?
Right.
And so they get these, now he's the highest paid whatchamacallit, right? That's the standard now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now,
You're paying the wrong people.
well, that's the point that I'm driving home at, right?
Go ahead.
And I'm not saying that Josh Allen is not deserving of it, but we're paying on potential.
Okay.
And
should have paid off those refs. Y'all be in the Super Bowl.
Forgive him.
In the wrong place.
Go ahead, Kev. Where you get it at?
I'm just saying that the NFL, this league, they're cats will get mad. Oh, they pay this one, they pay this one. Well, this is the market that y'all have set. Y'all said it. I didn't set it. So when cats who hasn't won anything, they get it. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I agree.
The refs.
I agree. These people, man, it's again, man, we can't do this every year. Somebody you might like or you don't like, they get a bag. It is what it is, man, right? You told me that it's the market. I don't know who set the market. When we talk about this in basketball. Yeah, y'all set this inflated market, and these guys don't even deserve. But who am I? You know what I'm saying? These guys are getting money. They are generational. I mean, they're getting money that's creating generational wealth for themselves and their family.
Why wouldn't y'all pay the refs? That money is always good money.
D, I'm not going there with you tonight.
That's always good money, though.
Yeah, well,
hey, that 1 yard first down.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's the conspiracy music.
But
ain't no conspiracy. We watched that foolishness. That man with a foot over the line, and they said, "Oh, no, Patrick, how much did you say? Oh, no, fourth down. There we go. There you go."
Yeah, I mean that's debatable, man. You're right about that.
Josh Allen, $360 million, still would not help him in that same situation.
Well, we're gonna see it again.
Well, shoot, he's not the ref.
We're gonna see it again.
What are you gonna drop money on the field, D?
No. What I'm saying is because this is the same situation that happened to
it ain't gonna help him.
Ravens.
Yeah, I know.
Homeboy, right?
Not gonna help.
So he got the paper, had a great year, and still didn't get to the Super Bowl. So
they're paying the wrong people, D.
Yeah, I guess apparently
we got to get an agency. If we get an agency and they give us the money and then we pay the right people, boy, they never have to pay Josh Allen another, $225 a year. $225. Why? Because we giving the money to the referees. Hard-working union men.
Well, what happened in the Super Bowl? Now, because you're taking me since you want to go down this road. What happened in the Super Bowl then?
They were better than Kansas City.
Okay.
Like a lot better than Kansas City. If it was close, they'd have lost that game. I tell you what, boy. If it had been close,
I will say they were there.
They would have lost that total game.
They were there in that first quarter, Kev. I don't know.
You're right.
They were trying to be active.
That pass interference in the fourth quarter. I was like, man, here we go.
Yeah,
here we go.
I was ready to turn that whole game.
You wouldn't believe how many phone calls I got off of that one play, and the phones were ringing and the text messages. It was like, here we go, here we go.
They called Patrick. Said, listen, man, are you serious about this? He said, I gotta check my bank account. When they looked, they said, oh, Patrick ain't serious about this.
But as DA goes through his,
I would just say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Josh Allen, I guess he's deserving. I mean, he got it. They offered it to him. He signed it. Okay, cool. You know what I always say? I don't want to hear a damn thing. Now you scrambling around. James Cook wants, allegedly, 12, 13 million.
Yeah.
now you got to look around how you going to pay all these guys.
Kind of,
So,
sort of.
again,
He didn't say he won 13. He said that I made like 13 million.
Well, that's why I said allegedly.
That's why I said allegedly. It'd be nice if I had.
I would.
13 million.
Yeah. I mean,
it'd be nice.
I mean, truth be told, James Cook did a lot for that offense this year. But anyway,
yeah, but
we'll see. You know, it's a wait and see in Buffalo. We'll see how these pieces align together during the course of the season.
And it's weird because you know,
Josh Allen, I think you're going to be standing tall at that ATM, sir.
Boy, oh boy,
right up there with
a t-shirt on.
You're gonna be right up there with homeboy. Hey, yo, I'm gonna just say that, Kev. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We good.
I try to get started because I'm gonna hijack this whole damn show. Yo, man, this market that me and D was talking about, right? This alleged quarterback market. So this is the same market. One guy has a tremendous year, not taking nothing away from him. He has one out of 7, 8, 9 years, right? He has one good fucking year. I'm gonna bleep my own.
You good? It's 37 minutes, and we good.
And he gets a bag. He gets a bag up in Seattle where there is nobody to throw the ball to. Who is Sam Darnold going to throw the ball to in Seattle?
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold had a great year throwing to arguably one of the best receivers in football.
He's going to throw it to himself.
That will be up and down then.
That's the plan. We're going to just throw it.
So hold that thought.
He's going to be a two-way. He's going to be a two-way player on offense.
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Right.
Offensive player. Yes.
But that goes to show you, right? Yo, Sam Darnold, is he also thinking about his career?
Yes.
No, he's thinking about the paper. He ain't thinking about his career, G.
His financial career.
Same thing.
Yeah, he's thinking about his financial career.
The Kirk Cousins book of footballing.
No, D. Listen to what I'm saying. Because in no way in the world that this makes sense for him. He's leaving. He had a bunch of receivers, and a stud wide receiver, and then he's going to Seattle, who Seattle just got rid of their number one wide receiver, and now who you throwing it to?
Ask his baby mother if he's making sense right now.
Yeah, to his baby mother, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, go take the bag, baby. That's but to me and him, that don't. He's not gonna have it. I guarantee you that the Seattle Seahawks will be scraping the barrel.
Sam Darnold said, "Listen, fellas, I'm gonna kick it to y'all like we do back in the hood. Yo, son, I got drafted by the Jets. I'm lucky to still be playing football anyway.
Yeah, I get it.
So I'm listen, whatever they're trying to give me, I'm trying to take right now.
He's trying to take it. I'm not mad at him.
He said that would be Psalms 5, Corinthians 6 in the book of Kirk Cousins. Get the bag.
I'm not mad at him. And what was the total numbers? Anybody got the numbers on here?
More than what he was making last year.
Go ahead. I'll pull it up real quick. But
more than what he was getting last year.
Yeah, it's definitely more than. So, is it a steal for Seattle? Is Seattle getting a steal of a deal?
Sam Darnold may not even know what team he's going to play for next year. He just know that it's more money than what he got last year.
I got it correct, but what I'm saying is for making it make sense for Seattle.
Well,
is it a hellified deal?
It's funny because some people,
3 years, $100.5 million.
3 years,
155 million guaranteed.
55 is guaranteed.
55.
Last year, dude was about to be playing quarterback for the Idaho Chicken Wings. If things ain't go right. He's been playing for the Idaho Chicken Wings. So yeah, he'll take whatever he gets, man.
I get it.
Shout out to
Idaho Chicken Wings.
Who 26? You're right. Yeah, Sam Darnold getting paid like Kirk D. Cousins. Yeah, you're right.
I'm not mad at the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking that I'm just putting on the hat for the organizational side, putting a hat on for his side. Or does he even care? What headspace is in? Does he care, or he just apparently it's about the money, so he don't care.
I'm going to go to the next guy here. If we're finished with Sam Darnold,
go ahead.
This is from Bleacher Report, and this says ESPN Adam Schefter reported Sunday that Cleveland's Myles Garrett agreed to a new deal that will
God.
make him the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. The contract will pay him an average annual value of $40 million and a feature $123.5 million in guarantees. Here it says Garrett, who previously set to hit unrestricted free agent after the 2026 season, requested a trade from the Browns on February 3rd, per Rappaport. He wrote in a statement shared by Rappaport that his desire to win and compete on the biggest stages won't allow me to be complacent. By playing on a team not in contention for a Super Bowl, the Browns apparently convinced Garrett the team could become competitive enough for his recommitment by playing in Cleveland. The new contract comes after Garrett followed up his 2023 Defensive Player of the Year campaign by posting 14 sacks and leading the NFL with 22 tackles for losses in 2024. Head coach Kevin Stefanski told reporters after the 2024 season he didn't see how Garrett wasn't the best defensive player in the National Football League again. And the general manager, Andrew Berry, said Browns wouldn't consider trading Garrett even if they offered 2 first-round picks in exchange. I'll talk on this first.
I answered my own question, by the way. Go ahead.
Well, no, go ahead. If you have, go ahead. I won't let you.
The game doesn't mean nothing to none of yo, man. It don't mean nothing, man. He did the best. He did the best negotiating deal for himself. Yo, man, I'm sick of this. I want to win. Yada yada yada. And then they wave $100 million in his face, and he said, "I'll be back tomorrow."
He said, "Yeah, I am now Deshaun Watson. Thank you."
I wish.
Yo, man, I'm sick of these guys. I'm not sick of them like in the way I'm mad. Yo, man, it's so funny, man. These guys are funny, man. They're magicians, man.
It's hypocritical, right? Because you say in one breath you want to win, right?
They don't want to win, Kev. Yo, man. Again, man. Go back to episode when I said Santa Claus is not real.
Not real.
Santa Claus ain't real, man.
Why? You're on 123rd Street and 8th Ave right now selling loose cigarettes.
He chilling with SD on the corner. Yeah.
Loose cigarettes.
Ski mask way. This is what's going on, man.
But but here's where for me it gets frustrating, right?
I know.
1 or 2 years down the road, right? The Browns still suck. They still stink, right? Mm-hmm. And you're hearing that this guy, man, yo, I really want to win. Really?
Yo, man.
We don't believe him. It's just the people paying them believe him. Or maybe they don't believe him either.
No, they believe him.
I ain't got no money. So
they believe. They keep on shelling that money out, man. They believe these guys.
I don't even watch it on the red channel. So don't, you know.
They keep the fans coming back, right? These fans are delusional. They think, yeah. He, no good. Yo, man, he go out there this year and he don't have to do nothing. He ain't really got to do. He go half speed, man.
Yeah, well, that's what he's doing last year. So
he'll go half speed, give you glimpses of, that. Man, they'll go back, man. He'll go back into the hotel, man. He'd be like, man, I got these guys, man. They paid me this, buddy.
Him and Santa Claus selling those loose Newports out there on 123rd and 8th.
Yeah,
it's coming, baby. It's coming. But
yeah, man.
This is how you can tell teams that want to win. They don't get the Von Millers, right? Because they're never going to give you nothing. Those guys are wasted calories. The teams like, Philly that's going to win Super Bowls, they got a team full of young dudes. They ain't got no old dudes on the team.
Yeah.
They kill all old dudes as soon as they see them. As soon as your knee cracks when you get up from the table, they shoot you in the back. Got to go.
Damn,
your old ass got to go.
Fucking horse.
You got to go. You got to go.
You got to put him down. Put the dog down.
We need young dudes. We ain't paying no money that we can win. And what the heck Von Miller gonna get you? With another weed charge or something? Gonna get you another charge smoking some weed? I don't want Von Miller around my kids.
Yo, D, you're 100% correct, man. You're 100% correct. And
I don't even think that the Browns even said it in that article. I don't even think the Browns even looked to trade him.
No.
They were never gonna get what they never gonna get nothing that made sense.
No.
Correct. So, like you said, they waved $100 million in his face, and he was like, "You know what? This
I mean, unless you giving me the first round, second round, third round, fourth round, fifth round, sixth round, unless you give me all your picks, whatever pick that may be.
Mike Bristol says this 70%
right,
of Hall of Famers are broke. You can find championship rings in pawn shops. Get the bag players.
I've been trying to find one, Mike. So if you catch one,
I seen one down here.
Yeah.
Working my second job there. Yes, I've seen one. A Miami Dolphin one from
I don't know.
72.
I don't
want
want that one. No, man. Give me no damn Dolphin cocaine ring. It got to be the Niners, baby.
The cocaine cowboy.
What the hell I want with that?
I was getting ready to say, kid, I could put it. I put down some $5 for you to go get it, man.
Boy, that's about worth as much as those cigarettes and Lucy's. So I got no. Nah.
Mike Bristol, I hear what you're saying. I definitely hear what you're saying about. He's saying that 70% of Hall of Famers are broke. You find championship rings in pawn shops. Get the bags. The players, yes, the players are getting the bag. The NFL, and I read last week of how the MLB is the strongest union in all professional sports, and the NFL is the worst.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I was going to read. I was going to. What was his name? I'm on St. Brown. He has a podcast. Like all these guys was having a podcast, and he said last week on his podcast, man, yo, that's jacked up with the franchise tag. Well, fellas, y'all signed the franchise tag. Y'all signed it.
I've said this years ago, man. Franchise tag is probably the best thing you can ever get if you're in NFL football.
And they're never getting rid of it. Never.
I would never get rid of it. I'm getting guaranteed money.
Absolutely not.
If I got 2 years where I can get $25 million each year, yeah, I'm taking this. My career is only lasting 5 years.
Correct.
So if I can get out of it, if I can get out of it with $50 million damn dollars, I'm good. It'll be out here like Warren Sapp getting arrested over some foolishness. Oh no. You would never see me nowhere in the street with these people that look like me. Never, man. I'm in the crib. I'm at the house. You don't see Deion ain't getting arrested with them people. No, sir. No, sir.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, yeah, get the bag. I ain't mad at it.
I just don't want to hear,
I just don't want to hear all this nonsense. Yeah, you guys. I don't believe none of y'all. Yeah, I don't believe none of it.
They selling TV. This thing with Myles Garrett. Everyone knew he wasn't going nowhere, right? He's a heck of a player when he wants to be a heck of a player, right? But when he don't want to be a heck of a player, you probably won't see him for another 2 years. He'll be somewhere chilling. And then when he wants some more money, he'll come back out and have a bang-up year because we're stupid and we'll just watch it. It's cool. It's cool. It's not coming out of my pocket, man. So that's all I can tell you. I mean, that's all I can tell you guys. It's not coming out of my pocket, man. And I love the NFL. I love football, but they are, and we'll talk about this whenever anybody want to have it on. But I'm falling asleep. Damn, I'm getting old. But me and Kev talk about this a lot. But the system is set up perfectly for the NFL to have the weakest union because old dudes in the union are going to vote for the things they want. The young dudes in the union don't really care about what happens. They just want to check. They don't care because they only got 3-4 years in the league. This is why Strahan didn't want to practice more than 3 times a month or whatever, because he's old. He said, if I can get paid to not get hit, yeah, I'm going to do that. Man, we don't get to hit. Or you guys don't want to hit in practice. No, the young dudes will hit each other all day. They will run cars into each other because they got no money. Mm-hmm. They'll do whatever they need to do. But the old players, Tom Brady's like, oh no, I only practice once every.
Well, and hence that's why it looks the way it does. That's why the play looks the way it does in the first couple of weeks, right?
Well, I told you that was a misnomer, right? I said, why does college football not have any games in the beginning? Right? They don't need games to test out if they can play football. They know you don't need preseason games in college football.
Well, you practice though. They practice. You
go the hell out there, hit.
Right.
And you play the game, and then if you make it out, you're good. Right? You get the check. That's all. No
Yeah,
more.
they practice and hit. Let me read exactly what Amon St. Brown said real quick. Earlier this week, the Cincinnati Bengals used the franchise tag on Higgins, locking him for a one-year deal worth $26.2 million. Should he and the team be unable to come to terms on an extended deal before the summer's deadline, the move is especially frustrating for Higgins, as it's the second straight year the Bengals have used the tag on him, pushing back free agency and the potential security of guaranteed money in a new contract back for yet another year. Higgins had not so subtly voiced his displeasure at the team's decision and is far from alone in his feelings on the matter. Fellow star receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown criticized the Bengals' course of action on a recent episode of his podcast. That should be illegal, St. Brown said. I don't give a blank what nobody said. That should be illegal. I'd be so hot, I don't care what anybody says. It is good money, but still. St. Brown is right on two fronts. Yes, it's good money for those observing from afar. A player being forced to only make $26.2 million for a year of service might sound ridiculous, but as Brown acknowledges, it's not about the numbers on this year's deal, but the guaranteed money that Higgins should and could be able to lock in sooner. NFL careers can shift on a dime, and players with the chance to lock in wealth will often take it.
Well,
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
real quick. With this franchise tag, if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, don't you get paid as one of the top 5-10% of players at your position? Ain't you getting paid like you a top 5 receiver? If that's what you are?
2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just follow up with another question. Does anybody up here feels that T. Higgins is a top 5 receiver?
No. So he wins.
Right.
He wins.
Exactly.
He didn't even play last year. He's getting his bread. Let me tell you something.
That's all I was getting at. I mean, yo, man.
D-Dubs, he said this to me years ago, and we used to argue about it, man. You know what Darryl said to me, man? He said, yo, D, you play football. He said, yo, you know what? He said, you could have played something else, D. And I said, damn. All right, well, there you go. I said, that's it. Thank you. I'm done. So I am absolutely done. I got me a yes.
Dose of reality.
Yeah, no, I got I'm wearing this contract on my back. Darryl said, yo, you could have played something else. If you ain't like this money, you could have been a left-handed pitcher.
Ooh. Hey, and getting $44 million like Garrett Cole, and he's gonna be on disabled list next year.
He's gonna be sitting around in his crib,
sitting around
dice, with SD and them cats he's supposed to be up at Yankee Stadium with. You know, he's rolling dice now.
Facts.
Drinking all kind of hard liquor and smoking weed. This is what we doing now. But no, you want to run out there and get your neck broke playing football for 3 damn years. Go ahead.
Hey, man, you asked me. I'm telling people, man, yo, you should go play baseball.
I told my
I mean, I don't understand.
I told Dorian, I said,
I really don't understand.
I told Dorian, if I see my grandson
I've heard it all.
with a football helmet on, I'm gonna kick your big ass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Dominic, you're gonna be throwing that baseball around. That's what you're gonna be doing.
Dominic.
That's what you're gonna be doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Mike Bristol, I hear you, Mike Bristol. I hear you. But they chose this. So, we just here for, the news and report it and
reality checks. I'm just giving you the reality.
And the reality is these guys, they sign the collective bargaining agreement. I am a collective bargaining member of whom I work for. And we're absolutely responsible when we take a vote on stuff, yay or nay, we're responsible for it.
Kevin,
so
I will say to that though, Kev, not everybody's unanimous on everything. So we can't say that either. Just because something is passed, it's on a unanimous vote. It's not that it's 100% across the board. So there may be some guys that didn't want that. So I just wanted to put that out there.
All right, well, you're absolutely right. Thank you for backing up that statement. You're absolutely right. Yeah, because I won't say nothing about me because I absolutely have some. But anyway, you're right.
I mean,
that's a whole fact.
That's a
But
fact.
that's why the
But
NFL.
at the end of the day, you got to accept it. If that's what it is, you got to accept it. At the end of the day,
There you go. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's on the players. That's what it is. So you again, you have a choice. If you don't really like it like that, yo, man, I'm gonna retire. Let me put my papers in because I'm not really rocking with this.
I remember my boy Malik, New York City Transit. Everybody, transit folks from New York. Mid-90s, I think y'all had a strike for something, right? So I'm chilling. He said, yeah, man. He said, man, you know what, man? These MFers, man. Yo, man, now I got to pay a co-payment. I said, you got to pay what? He said, yeah, co-payment. I said, what you mean? What do you? He said, yeah, I never paid co-payments before. I said, you've been working for transit for 300 goddamn years.
Yeah, Malik is right.
Yep. Yeah, you was helping Jesus get on the train and, cleaning up the chariots and shit. And I said, you never paid a co-payment when you went to that dirty doctor on 110th Street that got you out for work? He said, yeah, we never paid no co-payment.
There's no cap in that. I didn't when I was there. D-Dubs wasn't there until a little bit later on. Until like you said, that bargain agreement, then that's when stuff changed.
I said, you know what, man? I said, I don't want to hear nothing about your unions. I'm ready to start sticking up you transit dudes while y'all at work.
Oh, we don't advocate violence on this show.
No, y'all is going to get it.
He's talking about way back then.
Way back.
Yeah. Statute of limitations.
I get y'all coming up that downtown Brooklyn thinking something sweet, boy. Huh? I'll be selling bus passes out there. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with y'all, man. But yeah, it's all, like y'all always say though. These are choices, and unfortunately, some guys don't make the right choices, man. But man, listen, I miss being on the show. I'm glad I'm back. I'll try to be here Thursday. My wife is leaving on Thursday to go to Chicago to see the baby, and I don't know what the hell I'll be doing.
Super producers, give them my love, man.
Boy, need to give me some money. I don't know the hell all that.
Whoa. Family squabble.
Not in the union. But it is what it is, man. But hey, fellas, have a good night. Thank y'all for giving me this time.
Thank you.
You good.
And to my mother's husband, if you wasn't drinking 2 beers a night, you wouldn't have had a stroke. I love you.
Well, God damn it. Yo, we love you, DA. Go ahead, man.
Have a good night. We're praying for bro, man. We praying for
bro. Oh, yeah, me too. But life is good, man. Like, hey.
Yeah. Life is good. We praying for them.
Things happen for a reason. All right, folks. Later.
Hey, fam.
All right, fam.
Let me go on. DA's funny. Let me go on to the Jets signing Justin Fields, the New York Jets, and this is from what is this from here? CBS Sports from Garrett Podell. He says the New York Jets have their starting quarterback for the past post Aaron Rodgers era. Justin Fields, New York, is signing a former Chicago first round pick to a 2-year, $40 million deal with $30 million guarantee, according to ESPN. The Pittsburgh Steelers have a 4-2 record and an average 22.7 points per game, with Fields starting in the first 6 weeks in the 2024 season. Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin opted to give his starting quarterback job to veteran Russell Wilson after he recovered from the preseason calf injury. Fields took much better care of the football with the Steelers than he did with the Bears. He averaged a turnover only 0.8% of the plays in 2024 after averaging an NFL worst 2.8% turnover rate from 2021 to 2023 in Chicago. His awareness and poise in the pocket also improved in Pittsburgh. Fields averaged an NFL worst 12.4% sacks rates from 2021-2022 with the Bears, but he cut that rate down to 9% in 2024 with the Steelers. Thoughts on Justin Fields and the Jets, their marriage? I like it.
I like it too. I need to do some homework on see who what type of offense that they may be running in New York. Hopefully, it's something that kind of caters to Justin Fields and his abilities. Man, the man obviously wants to play and he wants his fair chance at starting. And yes. I think out of so far in his career, I thought it was Pittsburgh. But I think this hopefully will be his best chance to get his career going on the right track and, in an upwards trajectory. So he got some good weapons. Hopefully they'll go back to old school football and actually run the ball and really try to run the ball all 17 games. So it's going to be interesting. I like the move. Not mad at it. It's not a whole lot of guaranteed money up front and all this other craziness. You get 2 years to prove yourself, and if not, then you got options. Hopefully, but good move.
D-Dub, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it was a good move by the Jets. Jets picking up Justin Fields. I think like E says, we got to do a little bit more research and see what type of offense they're going to put him in so he can succeed. That's the whole thing. If they don't put him in something that he's going to be able to succeed in, then this is going to be another flop by the Jets, and we're going to be saying same old Jets by November or October, end of October. So we'll see. I think the kid he's young enough, and the Jets are pretty much a bunch of young guys that with Garrett Wilson and the rest of them boys. I mean, so hopefully, they get in camp and, Jets build off of the draft. And, the trajectory is up for the Jets. So I think it should be pretty good. But, they just got to, they got new leadership. They got to stay the course and, play good ball. So,
I just love the fact how they themselves, the Jets, just said, you know what? We're not even doing this. Aaron Rodgers, we love you and all. We think you're a great pro, soon to be Hall of Famer, man. But we're gonna go in another direction, man.
Yeah, they told him we gotta get you got. When we said it here, I said no. That to stay with Aaron Rodgers, that's not going to be the move, man. We done seen enough. He's 40 plus. What, he's 41, 40?
Yeah.
I think we done seen enough of Aaron. You know what I'm saying? Let him go and either do something else. But his time was definitely he didn't have a bad, okay year last year. But the Jets with new coach and everything else, they just needed to freshen things up. So yes, it might be. Yeah, I'm hearing that Rodgers to the Giants. I think they're still working on that. That might be the play. I'm not sure. If he does go that route, if the Giants do go that route, they gotta make sure they hit a home run in that draft and make sure that they set whoever the young boys come up, set them up for success. But other than that, man, I don't know, Kev. I just see Zach Wilson going down to Southern Florida. That's gonna be funny down there.
I saw that. Yeah,
he backing up Tua.
I guess so, man. I got to get with my Dolphin peoples and see how they loving that, because the Dolphins again, they lost Tua for a couple games and that was their game over for them.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's getting 1 year, $6 million, fully guaranteed. That could grow to $10 million with the Miami Dolphins, sources told Adam Schefter on Monday.
Gotcha. Let me go through some of the other Eric, your team, they retain the offensive outside linebacker Baron Browning for 2 years, $15 million. Joey Blount, 2 years, $4.75. Aaron Brewer, 1 year. And the O-line, Evan Brown, he's retained for 2 years, $11.5. They signed Josh Sweat, 4 years, $76.4. Akeem Davis, 2 years, $11 million. Thoughts on your team, the Cardinals?
I think they get Larry Tunsil, the offensive lineman.
Larry or Jeremy?
Jeremy Tunsil.
Oh, whatever. Yes. Jeremy, excuse me. Yeah. At least they're trying to progress in many areas and not just trying to get position players. For Kyler, I think offensively they needed to solidify that offensive line. And they needed to do something with that defensive line. I think they're starting to address both. But at the end of the day, fellas, it's all about Kyler Murray, man. You got to have better decision making this year. You're considered a vet now, not only in your career but in that locker room, and all these friggin' facial expressions every time you get sacked or man, listen, I understand. I played the sport. I understand, you sometimes you got to wear your frustrations on your face if that's the type of person that you are. However, when you're looked upon as being the leader of the team, you can't keep on doing that Kit Kat stuff that you be doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to rally this team. Whoever is lined up with you, you need to rally this team and you need to get them over the hump because may not be in Arizona, but every Arizona fan outside of Arizona is looking to get you up out of there. So before they start coming in-house, man, quiet the noise. Even if you're not listening to the noise, do what you're supposed to do, please. I do like what Arizona has done thus far. Kevin, Daryl, y'all have known me for a very, 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 very long time. How long have I been asking for Arizona to get some damn cornerbacks on that damn team?
Yeah. Well,
apparently they don't.
Patrick
They don't listen.
Peterson is come and gone, and y'all still have not gotten a friggin' cornerback. I digress.
What they waiting on?
We'll see.
That
NFC West. It's in shambles. I mean, even with the LA Rams really disturbed me. We talked about hypocrisy earlier.
And what way did this?
How do you say? And I know I'm jumping all over the place, Kevin. I apologize, but
no, sir. Go ahead, get it off.
How do you say, "Oh, Cooper Kupp, you old. We no longer want your services. You take up too much of the cap," and then you go get Devontae Adams. I'm not a Rams fan. I'm a football fan. That makes football-wise, that makes absolutely no mother-loving sense to me.
Let's stay on that for a little bit, Eric. That was going to be my next one. I'm going to look up. Yeah, Devontae Adams signs a deal with the Rams, and Cooper Kupp, who's in their system, who's there, who's 2 years younger than
has been their system
since the inception, since the Rams, did their thing on one of the why? Yeah, make it make sense. You're right, Mike Bristol.
Exactly.
Why do we? Why are they doing this? I don't know. There might be some underlying. There might be something we don't know.
Could it be some injury issues or?
I don't know. Or you said, like I said, some internal issues. Maybe who knows? I don't know. It'll soon come out, right? Because it always does. But on paper, it just doesn't seem like that to me. When they were saying, why they haven't signed a Cooper Kupp? But that's just what it is. D-Dubs, your thoughts on Cooper Kupp? And
I ain't really got no more thoughts on that Cooper Kupp, but whatever. The Rams. There's some people think that the Rams did a good job in picking up Devontae Adams, and that they could be essentially with this, going for the NFC East, NFC West crown, and blah blah blah. But what I want to talk about, and shout out to our boys at East Coast Gridiron, they talked about. Remember when they was talking to us about quarterback, and they mentioned Dorian Thompson-Robinson, which is another quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes,
I just read an article just a little while ago that the Cleveland Browns are trading for Eagles quarterback Kenny Pickett, sending Philadelphia a 2025 fifth-round pick and quarterback Dorian Thompson-Robinson. League sources told ESPN Adam Schefter.
The Eagles are playing chess.
The Eagles, exactly. Kev, I'm like, they just keep doing little stuff, man, and people don't even realize it's stuff like this.
They are the LA Dodgers of the NFL right now.
Man, shout out to the Eagles, bro. Like they are moving in a way that I don't think people really like paying attention to what they're doing. DA alluded to it earlier.
I got to put the big green sign up there, man, because they playing chess. That's the first I heard that. That's huge. That's huge.
God, I mean, and here the Browns talk about they looking for a. I said that. I think they started Dorian Thompson-Robinson. He might have played a handful of games, if I'm not.
A couple games.
Maybe two, if that. I got to ask my man at work. He's a Cleveland Brown fan, but Dorian Thompson-Robinson is he's 25 years old. He started 5 games in 2 seasons for the Browns. He went 1-4 as a starter, completing 121 of 230 passes for 52%, 880 yards, 1 touchdown, 10 interceptions. He had ran for 100. But it's again, this guy, despite them numbers, the guy got to get an opportunity, and he had a good, I believe, a good college career. I forget where he actually came from, but I remember the East Coast Gridiron talking about this dude, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, shout out to the Eagles. I think I think they understand what they doing.
They
They got right.
understand. They understand the assignment. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. E.
I'm gonna say this, man. With all this movement and free agency and all this other stuff, man. All these teams that's looking for quarterbacks, or we'll just say quarterbacks, right? Honestly, if you had coaching in place, coaching that develops young talent, if you had that somewhere in your organization,
UCLA. I
you
forgot.
wouldn't
That's what
have
it
to be you wouldn't have to be forced to go get a Aaron Rodgers or go get a Sam Darnold, even though Sam Darnold's not that old. But I'm just saying, you wouldn't have to feel the need to go and have to pay and possibly overpay for these guys, because there's other teams that's in negotiations with them or whatever. You got, like you just said, you got DTR over there. You got Malik Willis sitting behind Jordan Love in Green Bay. Why nobody's taking a chance? Because y'all don't have no type of, at least from what I see, no type of development, no type of identity offensively for these guys to even attach themselves to. And from a football standpoint, it's damn near criminal.
Speak it.
It's damn near criminal. There's no reason why the Giants organization, as rich as they have been over the years, why they can't go get a Malik Willis and get some guys to build an offense around his strengths and help him through his weaknesses. But you feel like you have to go get an Aaron Rodgers. That's why Aaron Rodgers, guys like him, are able to manipulate situations and, oh, you got to go get this guy and get that guy. No. It shouldn't be like that. I know this is where we at in 2025, but it should not be. If we had proper coaching, proper organization skills at hand.
Yep.
Just saying.
Definitely. Let me just read this. We talked about Laramie Tunsil. Jaden Daniels had a historic rookie season, and this is from Frank Schwab of Yahoo Sports. And the Washington Commanders didn't even put together an offensive line in front of him. The Commanders, hoping to upgrade their line, made a big move on this past Monday, this afternoon, trading for Houston Texans left tackle Laramie Tunsil. The Texans received the 4 picks via Nika Jubavali of the Washington Post. Houston gets a 3rd and 7th round in 2025 and a 2nd and a 4th round pick in 2026. Washington gets back a 2025 4th round pick along with Tunsil. That's a big price to pay for a team that's still in the building phase, but Tunsil is one of their best tackles in the NFL. I'll stop reading that. He's a Pro Bowl 5 times. Yeah, this is going to give them a shout out to Washington. They seen that they was right there on the cusp, and they're going for it. I'm not mad at them. Shout out to them. They said let's shore up this offensive line. So they got a vet here, Tunsil, 5-time Pro Bowler, and protect his blind side, make sure that he's good. So, any thoughts on that? I'll give it to D Dubs before I move on to the NBA.
Oh, you still got more? No, I ain't got nothing else about Laramie. That good move.
If he stays healthy, Mike. If he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy, definitely.
But before you get to the NFL, I mean the NBA.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, man, to my track and field lovers, man. If you run track and field, how do you run? Like, do you run like this? Your arms go this way, this way, or do you go like this? Like, I seen something disturbing. Track and field ladies were running down there in Virginia. The girl hit the girl in the head with a baton, dog. And then, if for some reason try to blame like somebody about racism or something, like I was like, but the chick was black that you hit in the head with the baton. I'm just at a loss of words there. I think homegirl should be, club motion, man. It's like a hammer. I mean, she literally, the girl said she got a concussion, man. Like, I was like, where do we do this at, man? So to all to my track and field, if you haven't seen that story, that story has been circulating around. So
it's definitely circulating around. I'll just read it real quick. This is from Good Morning America. Actually, this is from Philadelphia ABC 6. The Virginia High School League is investigating after one runner hit another in the head with a baton during a track and field relay race. Colleen Tucker, a junior at Brookfield High School, was running in the second leg of a 4x200 relay in Virginia State's high school league championship when the shocking incident occurred. Tucker and a second sprinter are seen on video side by side as they round the corner. Just as Tucker passes the other runner, the athlete is seen swinging her baton, hitting Tucker in the head. I just felt a bang on my head. Then I fell off the track immediately, Tucker said. Tucker was seen on camera dropping her baton and reaching for her head.
Poor girl.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped at Tamara Tucker. Kylene's mother, I just jumped out of the bleachers immediately and ran to the main floor. The 16-year-old was diagnosed with a concussion. The family said neither the athlete who struck Kayleen and the other team's coaches checked on her or reached out afterwards. To see that they kept running and she not stopped and checked on my daughter, that was the part I was like,
yo, she kept running, dog. She kept running.
I'm gonna stop reading right there, man. And you need to go watch it for yourself. That was no accident. She clearly wound up like she was about to pitch.
Yeah.
And she struck homegirl in the head, man. And she still hasn't apologized. And like D-Dub said, she's crying
she
that this is racist. Did she?
Yeah, I seen the apology on social media, man.
Okay, she said on social media. Okay, all right.
Which one? The
go
crying one?
Look at Daryl, go ahead. Go look at their apology and get back at me, man.
All right, man.
Okay. She did apologize, though.
Okay, all right. She apologized. Okay, all right. I got you. Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah, but yeah,
it doesn't
insane,
apologize for
man.
that assault with a deadly weapon that you perform, but I mean, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry.
Yo, this is crazy, man.
We live in a crazy world, man. We live in a crazy world, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, my thing to that is, man, keep your emotions in check, man. I can't say it enough. Rather you on the field to play,
it'll cost you.
It's going to cost you.
It'll cost you,
and it could cost you something big. And not only that, I mean, it's an embarrassment, man. You embarrass yourself, your family.
Yep.
The school. I mean, everything. You know what I'm saying? So, for your youngins out there, yo, man, keep your emotions in check, man. I know what happened. Because the girl was passing her, and she's like, this mother lover.
Damn.
She got mad. That's exactly what happened.
Yep.
But you if anything, hopefully this is a learning lesson for her.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And thoughts to the young lady that got hit, just struck in the head, man. So hopefully she keep on pushing and do her thing.
Right.
But go on to the NBA. I'm sorry, I that was just a story. Talk about rewind. I've seen it, so let me go and trust this.
That's definitely rewind. Before I go to the NBA real quick, let me just the NCAA women's conference tournaments. Duke beat the lady Duke beat NC State 76-62. They win the conference. South Carolina beat down Texas yesterday to win the SEC. Shout out to Coach Dawn out there in the Gamecocks, Dawn Staley. And I thought the big game of the year of yesterday for the ladies was the Big Ten, where UCLA beat up USC 72-67. And UCLA was better than them, and there you go. And TCU in the Big 12, they beat up on Baylor 64-59. And yep, that's all I got. And read this real quick. Although USC didn't win in the Big Ten tournament Sunday, Juju Watkins still made history. She finished the game with 29 points and has officially surpassed NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer Caitlin Clark on the list of the most points by a women's college basketball player through their first two seasons. With the NCAA tournament ahead, Watkins is now second all-time for most points in players. First two seasons, she's moved past Clark, but still trails Kelsey Milcher, who scored 1,762 points in her first two seasons at Ohio State. Watkins is up to 1,684, while Clark scored 662 points in her first two seasons at Iowa. The men's tournament will be underway as we speak on, I think some have began today, but the main ones begin on tomorrow. So you'll check them out tomorrow. Let me go to the NBA. Like I said, man, hey, All your NBA people, you got Denver and OKC. They're playing a back-to-back. Yes, they're playing back-to-backs. Denver won, OKC won last night. And shout out to, let me just read this real quick. SGA, scored 40 points, and the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Denver Nuggets 127-103 on Sunday in a matchup between the two top teams in the Western Conference. Gilgeous-Alexander had 8 assists and made all 8 of his free throws for the West leading Thunder, who won their 7th straight game and improved to 53-11. Jalen Williams added 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. So let me look at this camera real quick. Let me look straight into this camera. So you heard what I said. They won 8 straight games, and they've been leading the Western Conference.
Oh, yeah. Just about.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Mike Bristol, I'm with you. SGA for MVP, 100%. He's absolutely playing out of his mind. He's playing well, but don't sleep on Jokic either. But my point, I think, some of y'all, if y'all peering through this camera, y'all get what I'm saying. That SGA and the Oklahoma City Thunder have won 8 in a row, and they have been leading the West. And I'm glad we're able to talk about it on this show. And, like D-Dub said, to talk about Cleveland and Spider Mitchell, they're doing their thing in the East. Tatum the other night,
who did you say? Cleveland?
Yeah, the Cleveland.
Yes,
the one that's on 14 game winning streak.
54-10, and yet
another. Yeah,
I'm not even going. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not.
But then y'all gonna hit me with because they're in the small market. Stop, man.
Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it?
They're in a small market and we don't want. So then you know what? You might as well take out all the teams. Let's just start taking out Cleveland, Milwaukee, Indiana.
Let's take them out.
Atlanta, Orlando. Let's take out. No, you're gonna leave Miami, Chicago, Philly. Take out. You could take out Brooklyn because they New Jersey anyway.
They should have never moved to Brooklyn anyway.
Toronto. Let's take out Charlotte. Let's take out. Oh no. Let's take out OKC. Let's take out Memphis. Who else? Minnesota. Sacramento.
I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna just take out the people who say such foolishness and delete them out of my comments. That's all I'm gonna do.
I mean, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, we got these teams here, and then we don't want to celebrate them when they doing good and winning. Cleveland should be celebrated at a 54-10 team that came out of really nowhere because they got smoked in the first round of last year.
Yep, by the Knicks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they have turned it around. But no, lazy journalism, too easy, it's too easy to let's talk about the Lakers. Let's talk about Golden State. So easy. Too much like work to go ahead and try to talk about Spider Mitchell, the rest of them boys, Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland. Nah, we can't do that.
I read a stat by Jokic the other day, something that he was doing that nobody else was doing. And I'm like, we're not even talking about this, and I'll have to find it. Maybe I'll find it for Mondays, for Thursday nights thing. But, Denver ain't no slouch either. You know what I'm saying? They do what they do. And like I said, they're on TV right now. They look like they're playing a very defensive game. And that's all you want. Like I said, I'll keep saying it. If you compete, I'll shut up. I'll watch. If you don't, I'll have something to say about it because I got a platform now. We got a platform now. So we'll say it. We'll say it. And like you said, D-Dubs, you got to celebrate these teams too.
Yeah. Denver and OKC right now is 23-23 NBA TV. If you care to watch, it's tied up right now. Or you want to keep on watching the Lakers and the Brooklyn Nets, I mean, you can do what you want to do, but
yes, it was Mike Bristol. Yes, it was.
What did he say?
DeAndre Hunter has
approved. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at it in OKC, and that could be the finals this year, man. But
I hope it is. I hope it disrupts the whole thing because it just needs to be.
So we just want good basketball on here. That's all. We just want good basketball. I know sometimes we poo-poo the NBA, and Ryan has to come to his defense. Ryan's not with us tonight, but he'll be here Thursday, I believe. But it's only because we want good competition. That's it. That's it. And
Yeah, I mean, have you heard? I haven't even heard the 14-game winning streak. You know, if this was the Lakers, they would have been talking about this all day long.
well, you heard it right here. Well, you saw when they won 9 in a row, 8 or 9 in a row before they got stopped by Boston the other night.
Yeah, right. Just saying.
Just saying.
That's my weekend review. I'm good.
Hey, yo.
Sounds like a mic dropper to me. So, listen, we're going to get on out of here. On behalf of myself, I'm Kevin O. Warren, with Darryl D-Dubs Warren, for James the Angry One, for Dorian, the DA, also for Mike Mills, Ryan D'Souza, and Dan the Hockey Dude, man. Yo, this is the Sports Chasers Podcast. Glad y'all joined us for the rewind. Hey, catch us Thursday night. Y'all know what we do on Thursday nights. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Peace.
Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers Podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms, and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.